Allow me to blow your mind yet again. So, you know how your grandmother or your parent would say, "Hey, my knee is acting up. There must be a storm coming." Well, turns out there was actually some truth to that. We are filled with a world that is full of energy. The clouds, the plants, the animals, us, everything. And it sounds super new agey yet again, but I'm going to tell you these electrical storms that are hitting the West Coast right now are mind blowing because not only are they affecting the GPS systems and causing the tractors to go in circles and ruining crops, they are ruining people's lives. So if you've had experiences with you have the sensation of something crawling on you or biting you, or you're having digestive issues, maybe your sleep is disrupted, maybe you wake up and you have no energy at all, you have no motivation to do things, you feel sick but you're not, you feel like it, and it might even feel like you got COVID for a little bit. But seriously, if you feel like you have COVID, you should, get tested just in case. But often these things like depression, um, digestive issues can be caused by the energies that are in your home, that are within you, and sometimes when these energies encounter other energies, things don't go well. So, as I said before, there are certain electrical charges or electrical waves that some technology will pick up. And that's the part where people get their Kias and they're like, oh, it's a ghost because there's nothing there. It could very well just be leftover electrical energy. It could be radiation, it could be any of those things. But regardless, our bodies are in tune with nature, whether we want to admit it or not. We know when the planet is hurting, and it would not surprise me if all of these people that have had digestive issues, whether you are, you know, whether you have autism, ADHD, or that kind of thing, or maybe you're a non-mag, you're a muggle. Just joking, just joking. No, we're all magical, and you're neurotypical. Uh, we are all very sensitive to these things that are in the atmosphere, the the pressures, the energy fluctuations, the solar flares, and it just if we were to put on a special pair of glasses that were to tell us all the energy lines that are around us, we have the Wi-Fi, we have the Bluetooth, we have now we have the towers, which provide us with Wi-Fi wherever we go. And that's a lot of interference. That's a lot of that. I would be more concerned about that was than a phone itself, because I'm gonna tell you, there's people that are getting Parkinson's uh, without that being, you know, a problem, or it wasn't in the family, and there always seems to be these certain areas where just Parkinson's just is blossoming for some reason, and it's only in one area, and there's reasons for that. Pollution, radiation, maybe there's a power plant nearby. There's a lot of that, and there are people now that are dying from cancer that never did anything that damaging. We always go, oh, what were they eating? Were they smokers? Blah, blah, blah. Now people are getting lung cancer um, for just going outside, okay? We have destroyed this planet, and our bodies are suffering because of it. Now, are we to blame completely for thousands of years of mistreatment of the planet? No, no, we're not. But we still get to suffer for it because we didn't figure that out thousands of years ago, that you're not supposed to be filling up landfills. You're not supposed to be, having this much airtime as far as planes go. We are, told, that there's all these emissions, there's smog, there's all of these things that are in consideration. And I'm gonna say there's nothing wrong with you. You are just ultra sensitive. And some of us are more sensitive than others. I mean, some of us have, we'll have headaches when we feel a storm coming on, or a knee, or sometimes certain areas will be more sensitive. Also take in consideration, there's neuropathy also, so if you feel little things pinching you or biting you, that's also a sign of neuropathy, but it's also a sign of PTSD. Often people, I mean, this isn't just often, but it's common, you know what I mean? So not to be generalized. It's not unheard of for somebody who is just about to go into the REM state, otherwise they're just about to go to sleep, to feel like there's little fingers on their back. That sounds very demonic, but it's not. I've experienced this myself, and normally this is caused by when you are in a situation, you were in a situation, abusive situation, where you didn't have a lot of control and you were constantly violated and your boundaries were not respected. And so psychologically and scientifically, we are all different and we're all going to react differently to these changes in the atmosphere and in our world. And I'm just, I had problems with sleeping, I had digestive issues, I had these feelings of things crawling on me, I could not relax. There were days where I was on a verge of panic attack. I would just want to hear one sound and I would just flip out. I mean, I was in a fetal position, just about in a fetal position, and rocking back and forth. Did I do that literally? No. But mentally I was. And you might feel that you want to be a hermit. You might feel like you can't vibe with other people and you can't be in public, which is quite common if you've been sick. So sometimes you have to think, well, if you're not sick, if it's not COVID or it's not that, it's quite possible the energy. And I'm gonna say, if you're in a home where the energy is toxic, meaning it's abusive, a lot of that energy is going to be depleted. And also, if know this, if don't completely isolate, okay? I know it's fun and it's addicting to be alone, and it's fun because you get to be your own person and you get to be in your own space. But just, make little altercations here and there. Just be like, okay, well, I'm gonna go out in the living room and I'm gonna be with my family for, such and such a time. You could set up a time, or you could say, hey, I'm gonna go get coffee with someone that, an old friend. And it doesn't have to be a dramatic change. And often the things that really matter when it comes to diet, to exercise, to any of, is just the little tiny changes. It's not just, all of a sudden no more junk food, or all of a sudden depression. There is a buildup, there is a gradual journey, going uphill, going downhill, and it shouldn't be rushed. So there's nothing wrong with you. You are just in tune with nature, and that is perfectly all right. And whatever your spiritual beliefs may be, or religious beliefs, energy is very important to us, and everything we do takes energy. So if you wake up and you are already tired, you might want to look at who is in your life. Is there an emotional vampire? And some people don't believe in this, but I personally do, because I have been around people like that. Some people are not aware that they are emotional vampires. An emotional vampire may just be that really over attentive friend that comes to you and goes, hi, how you doing? Let's hang out, let's do this. And they can be really super nice and really sweet. But if you're toxic, and toxic positivity is a thing too, then it's not, you might want to limit your time with that person, because I'm not saying cut them out. You don't have to do anything that drastic, but make sure that your energy is precious, and make sure that you protect it as much as you possibly can, because this is about your sanity. This is about Your physical health and how you feel is going to determine how your day plays out. And I wish that wasn't the case, but it is. Your energy levels have to do with your mental health and your physical health, and it's all connected. And the things that you do outside of your body are going to affect what's inside. So, protect your sacred energies. Your energies are sacred. And also, another thing, just thinking. I don't know if you've ever done this where you've dedicated yourself to one task. Let's say you dedicated your whole day to journaling, and you're like, okay, I'm just going to do that. You may feel a boost of energy during that process because you're able to do what you want to do. After a while, you're going to feel a little lethargic because some time has gone by. You started in the morning and now it's almost in the evening. You have not socialized with anybody. You have not engaged. You are by yourself. So yeah, your energy levels might not be depleted as quickly, but eventually, scientifically, your energy levels drop, whether you like it or not, because your organs are taking energy in order to survive. Yeah, it's taking some of your energy. It has to. That's just something that happens, you know. And energy, there's electricity that's going through you at all times. Blood is pumping at all times. It takes a lot of energy to help maintain your bodily functions, okay? Just waking up is exhausting enough. So if somebody's asking you, why are you tired? Hey, you should go to the doctors and get checked up. Well, yeah, that's good advice. You should probably, go to the doctors, at least once a year. If that's maybe a couple times a year if you can, it would be even better. But that's entirely up to you. That's your health. It's not mine. So typically, the average for a lot of people is like once a year, which is sad, but it's hard to get help for certain health issues, and sometimes people don't have health issues, so they don't really seek out doctors, and which is sad. But anyway, there are a lot of things during your day that are going to deplete your energy. Eating, taking a shower, making the bed, waking up, having your coffee, listening to music, doing this is taking energy, and you are absorbing energy as well. You're absorbing energy. You feel the energy. You are energy. So it's only logical that if we are energy, and energy allows us to exist as human beings, it's only natural that we feel the energy in nature and around us. And it is freaking amazing that we were even alive with all of these energies going around. We got, your crazy family members. You have the electrical storms, you have weather changes, you have the global warming, we have the Wi-Fi signals and just Bluetooth and all of these signals and energies going around, radio, microwaves, radiation, and the fact that we are still alive is amazing. It's like mind-blowing that we are still even functioning. And so if you are feeling that you're hardly functioning, there's a reason. You are sensitive to energy and you are being affected by it, and you might not know what it is, but maybe by the process of deduction or the process, the logical reflection on what your life looks like, because I don't know what your life looks like, so you're going to have to decide for yourself what that is. Either way, you are a fucking miracle that you exist, okay? Remember that. And if someone is complaining about your energy levels, they don't have any right to complain about it. The one that's complaining about your energy levels just wants you, either has no concept of how energy works, or they are completely narcissistic individuals that think that you need to be a powerhouse at all times. And that's not logical. We cannot all be rays of sunshine. We cannot all be puppy tails and rainbows and pink clouds all the time. We are not Disney princesses. We are not Barbie dolls. We are human beings. We are not robots. We have to have downtime. We have to reset. And unfortunately, a lot of us have been raised where there is no reset. There is no reset button. You just go and go and go and go and give and give and give and give until there's nothing left. And that is why a lot of us cope with depression and cope with these energy levels through a lot of different hobbies and sometimes toxic behaviors. Sometimes people will start drama. Some people will go to drugs and alcohol because we are confused. We don't understand our energy levels. We don't understand how to cope with it. And we are human and we make mistakes, and sometimes we use methods of therapy that are not therapeutic. You know what I mean? We take on projects that we shouldn't. We bring friends into our life that are not actually friends. We keep in contact with relatives that should not even be in our contact list. And we do things that are contradictory to the very nature of our being, and we don't realize it. And it's not until we reflect on what's wrong with our life do we realize that how we can fix it. And that is entirely up to you. You have the power to fix your body. You have the power to do that. And it's going to take you first. It's no therapist, no doctor is going to just give you an instant fix. There's no instant fix. Healing takes time, and I want you to take time for yourself. Don't take time for this person or that person or whatever. Take time for yourself, because yes, you might love people and see the best in them, and that's beautiful. That's my toxic trait, is I love to see the best in people. And when I'm nice to people, I give so much. I give 2,000%. And then when it's all done and over with, I expect them to kind of give me the same thing. And, that might sound really, like an impossible standard, but come on. If I'm giving 90%, the least the other person can give is 80, right? If I give 1,000, at least give me 900, but I'm not going to be in a relationship that's just one-sided. That means only one person is benefiting from it. And if that one person isn't me, then no, that's not a relationship. That's a hostage situation. And yes, some of these things could be, the things that I say are subjective to the person. So for instance, there are people that don't understand energies because either they have these religious backgrounds or this black and white viewpoint of what our bodies are supposed to do, but it's just logical that you're going to be tired when you wake up. You're going to be tired after you take a walk. You're going to be tired whether you sit on your ass all day, okay? You're going to be tired, okay? And there's nothing wrong with being tired. Allow yourself to be tired. Allow yourself to be selfish and lazy. But you know what? What people told you to be selfish and lazy was actually called self-care. Yeah, it's called self-care, and it's really super important that you get the me time that you need in a day. Otherwise, you're gonna go fucking crazy. So, and we don't need any more crazy in this world. No, no, no. If you're gonna be crazy, be intense, be passionate, but don't be, I'm about to have an anxiety attack and I'm gonna bleed on all over everyone. Take care of yourself, and I hope you all have a beautiful, blessed day.